Hours last week, I had only one other major concern outside of the drop rates, and I'm really surprised that no one is actually talking
earlier
about this. I'm posting this video to shed some.
This is KANON.
Diablo 4 will have 5 classes at the start. In this video, I'm going to be giving you an overview of each class to give you a more accurate expectation.
Wait, what is his content mainly? Is it Diablo? Oh, he's a Diablo guy? Wow. Oh, and Lost Ark as well. Wow. He's just an MMO guy, I guess. It looks like. Got some Tower of Fantasy. I wonder if he's gonna cover I think it's like Honkai Star Rail or something. I don't know. All right. Check it out.
Some awareness. What's up, guys? I don't
bro, Aspen Gold was killing some elite mob and kiting some elite mobs into players for at least an hour, and it was, oh my god, dude, that's so tough. That's such a wow thing to do.
Don't usually do this, but I wanted to preface this video.
That's such a wow thing to do.
Additional context. What you're
such a wow thing to do.
VOD from a live stream after the subject of concerns with Blue Protocol came up. After playing the beta test for 40 hours last week, I had only one other major concern outside of the drop rates, and I'm really surprised that no one has been actually talking about this. I'm posting this video to shed some awareness on this issue in hopes that we will have a better, more improved version of Blue Protocol. This is a game I'm super excited about and I'm super hopeful for. This is precisely the reason I feel it's even more important to be critical about this game, especially pre-release where changes can actually be made. Catch me on Twitch if you want to chat with me personally. I'm streaming Blue Protocol content regularly and will continue to do so until launch.
All right.
One of the things that I don't think is being talked about enough, a lot of people are focusing on like the progression path right now with Blue Protocol, right? A lot of people are focusing on this adventure board, the drop rate, and I've already voiced my opinion on that. I was like one of the first people in the West, probably the first person in the West, live on stream that was talking about how this needs to be changed, right? That's been addressed. The thing that isn't getting talked about enough in the West, that is, in my opinion, a bigger concern than the leveling, is the itemization. It's honestly, I'm trying to think of other games right now, but it might be the most, I'm not going to say bad. The word I'm going to use is lackluster. I think it's honestly the most lackluster itemization in any MMORPG I've ever seen. So let's break this down. What is the itemization like? Wow. A lot of you know, a lot of you guys in chat that play the beta test, you know, a lot of you guys that saw my stream, you guys know, because I've voiced this a number of times, not only on stream, but I also voiced it in my YouTube video. So right now, the system, this is how it is. There's no armor in the game. You have a weapon, and that's it. Outside of the weapon, you have Imagines. Okay, you have 7 total Imagines, I believe 7. 5 passives, 2 actives. Those Imagines work like enchantments on gear. That's the best way that I could put it. They're enchantments. You have a weapon, you add an enchantment to that piece of gear, you get stats that are added to it, right? So one Imagine, they have just a bunch of stats that they add to your character's power. So think of it that way. You can think of them as accessories too, I guess. I guess you can think of them as accessories. Regardless, that is how your character gets stronger. That is how your character, that is where your character draws its power from. Okay, so let's talk about the Imagines. So these right here are your passive Imagines. As you can see, they're levels, right? Okay, these two are your active Imagines. The active...
I'm going to pause it really quick and say, I don't know if I agree with the whole entire drawing the power from Imagine strictly. I understand that they're probably a really big part of it, but when it really comes down to it, your character's true power is probably going to be coming from the skill level. Because at the end of the day, when it comes to like your classes, you're upgrading, when you level up, you're leveling up your class, and the more your class levels up, the more your skills are going to level up for that class. So, you know, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that the Imagines aren't a huge part of it, because they are, They are, but I think a bigger part of it is definitely going to be the imagines, or not, I mean the skills, the class skills. You know, because just having good class skills and then getting an ult on top of that, that's what's really going to be doing the work. And these are just like, you know, the boost in stats or whatever.
Imagines, they're the same thing as these passive ones. They're the only difference is that you could actually use these as active skills, so it's a little bit different. Okay, so if we look at these imagines once again, all you do is craft them by unlocking the recipe, by farming, and then you upgrade them. That's it. Like it's that simple. There's no like there's nothing else to the imagines once you get it. These active ones are the same.
Okay. So I'm confused. When he says it's that simple, it seems like he's frustrated. It seems like he wants it to be harder. Because like, if we're talking, like, first off, farming creatures for these things, or farming whatever you need to farm for these things, is probably going to be repetitive. It might get the same, but depending on the actual imagines that you're getting, how good they are. Like when I'm looking at this, I'm seeing like level 10, level 10, level 5, level 5, level 10, and he's level 15, so he's close to end game for the beta at least, or the network test at least. But in reality, this is like not even like mid-tier stuff. Okay. This isn't even close to mid-tier stuff. And he probably hasn't killed half of the stuff that you probably could kill to get actual like boss level in game stuff. So I'm just gonna say this now, that I'm not saying there's a problem with it being simple, but you can't expect it to be difficult when you're level 15 and you have level 10 things. You know, it's like they capped all the players in the network test off at 20. So at that point, level 20, level 18, 17, 19, whatever, kind of 16, that's like kind of in game in the network test. But if we're being honest, guys, when it really comes down to it, it's supposed to be simple. It's supposed to be simple. When you actually get into end game and you're pushing level 50, okay, you're pushing level 50, this level 10 stuff isn't gonna cut it. You're going to need to farm a lot harder. You're going to need to farm a lot more stronger monsters doing more vigorous tasks. Like this whole entire is not going to cut it. Okay. You know, and I feel like the devs, you know, the devs, the whole entire Blue Protocol team, whoever's working on the game, they're smart. They know what they're doing, right? They want it to be simple, guys. We only had 2 days in beta. You had 2 days. Do you really want to waste your time having to grind for like level 30 stuff? Or do you want to just get your level 10 and be happy and move on and play another class? Like I'm going to let it play though. I'm just saying, you know, I'm just saying.
Exactly the same. The only difference is you equip them in a different slot and then you can use them. Okay. So outside of the weapon, we're going to talk about the weapon here in a sec. This is it. This is the itemization and the gearing process for Blue Protocol. Okay, so now let's talk about the weapon. Well, the weapon works the same way at its base. It works the same way as the Imagines, where you get the recipe and then you farm the mats and then you upgrade, you craft the weapon, right? The only difference is when you craft the weapon, you're gonna have these 4 slots, right? You're gonna have slots anywhere from 1 to 4 slots. And if you get a great success, you can get anywhere from like 2 or 3 or 4 up to 4 slots that you can have, which, by the way, you can use a cash up item for. By the way, we're going to talk about the monetization here in a little bit at the end of the segment. I want you guys to understand the itemization first. So actually, I probably shouldn't have mentioned the cash up part yet. So you've got these sockets, okay? 4 sockets. And on top of this, you have these plugins. And you can think of these plugins like gems, and you can think of these sockets, right? Gems that go into sockets as they do in a lot of games, right? These gems, quote unquote gems, the plugins, they have a level from 1 to 5.
I'm sorry, by the way, I'm sorry if I'm yawning, guys. I've been up for like 14 hours right now, so just gonna say that now, so no one's like, oh, he's yawning, like, you know.
And
Been up for a while.
Like that's it. That's it. You get plugins anywhere from level 1 to 5, right? And you socket them into your gear, depending on the amount of sockets that you have.
We know this already, but yeah.
If you're expecting more, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but that's it. That's why I'm saying the itemization to me is a bigger concern than the actual leveling. They've already addressed the leveling and the drop rates. I'm okay with the WoW pacing. I actually like the WoW pacing. I'm confident that they are going to fix the adventure boards and the drop rate. This, in my opinion, is the bigger problem with Blue Protocol that I'm really hoping that they fix. For me, itemization in an MMORPG is extremely important. Unless I completely missed something, which maybe I did, guys. Maybe I did because it was in Japanese. I was trying to translate, but nothing I've seen would lead me to believe that I missed something in regards to this. Here's the other issue with the monetization, okay? I have no idea what the heck they're gonna do right now. It's like, I can't even call this game pay to win. I'm not sure what's happening here, because when you look at what they're actually monetizing in some of these tickets that they have, now you're fighting, oh, well, is it going to be pay to win, or is it going to be too boring for a free-to-play player? What do I mean by that? Here's what I mean. Okay, so currently in the beta test, the only way you can get more sockets is by recrafting your gear. So you're just going to farm over and over again. You're going to recraft over and over again, hoping for, oh, I did forget to mention that there is an affix that's attached to the weapon on top of the sockets, right? So like this little 13%, I think it's this 13%, I think it's this one here, that's like extra damage to like whatever character, like let's just say spider mobs. You get extra damage to spider mobs on this weapon, and as you roll your sockets, that value goes up and down as well. So right now you have to recraft your gear over and over and over and over and over again in order to hopefully get a great success to have 4 sockets. Now there is an item in the cash shop that will allow you to enhance your great success rate, which
has people in the chat who are just
give you a
ready
better
for the
chance of
mob,
having
ready
4
for
sockets on your
this
weapon.
game's gonna suck.
That's been said. That's been already confirmed by the devs in the dev stream. You can purchase an item that will give you a higher success rate, great success rate, that would give you a better affix roll, and it would give you a chance at having more sockets.
Okay. Name a game that doesn't have, name an MMO that doesn't have something like that, right? Like really quick, do we have any games that aren't like that? Do we have any games that aren't like, don't have that feature? Like I'm confused. I genuinely just don't understand like what's I don't get it. Yeah, I can't think of one, to be honest. Yeah, so I don't. That's what I'm saying. Like I literally can't think of a game that doesn't have this thing, because like I can understand when it comes to like, you know, you're buying whatever success rate, but that's like literally a lot of the games, a lot of the MMOs. On top of that, this is free to play. So I'm gonna say this right now, it's free to play. So when it comes down to making money to keep this game alive, they're gonna have to go about it a lot of different ways. Like it's not like, come on, like it's what? Like, I mean, I don't know. Like,
all right, call that as you will. That's in the game. There's also socket tickets in the game. There's an actual socket feature. I'm not gonna maybe I can pull it up right here. I think it's like this option right here. It's either this one or this one. In that one of those options, that option is the option to socket your gear. So you can add sockets to your gear using a ticket. They're monetizing great success rate tickets.
Okay.
But then they also have tickets that allow you to actually get additional slots.
Okay.
We don't know.
Okay, hold on. Well, hold on.
Those slots are. We don't know if that second ticket where you get additional slots, we don't know if that's being monetized or free to play players can get it. We don't know.
Okay. So we know one thing for sure is that the ticket is free. Everyone's going to get a free ticket. Okay. Like, you're not going to have to buy tickets every time. You're going to have free tickets. So you're just going to be able to buy, like, someone who wants to spend money, you'll be able to buy more tickets. But I'm pretty sure there's a cap on how many tickets you can buy. per day, I'm pretty sure. And I think I'm pretty sure you get a free ticket every day. I don't know for sure.
If it's in the form of a ticket, I feel like you will be able to purchase it. But let's just look at this, okay?
Right there.
You have a great success.
I mean, yeah, a bit faster, yeah.
Enhancement ticket, and then you have
that's everything.
socket tickets.
Like, okay.
For me, this is.
But what I mean by that, by it's everything, I mean like that's literally everything. Like, let's. I don't know. The picture that he's painting for me. The picture that he's painting for me is kind of like it's like a world where pay to win is like not a thing. It's like a world where like buying things that make things go faster or make things easier is like not a thing. That's the world that I feel like he's painting for me. And I feel like maybe it's because like he's trying to like say that it's gonna be boring, it's gonna be lame, like it's just a bad crafting weapon evolution thing. I guess I don't know, but like in my opinion, it's like I just I don't know. Like it's like, dude, it's why is this new? Like I don't think this is new. Like I don't think this is like something that like is just hella new.
It's confusing because the whole purpose of a great success roll is to get a better affix and to get 4 slots. So what is the purpose of having the socket ticket if that's being monetized as well? So the answer to that from a pay to win perspective would be, well, great successes don't guarantee you 4 sockets. From my understanding, they don't guarantee you 4 sockets. So let's say you get a great success and you unlock 3 sockets, then that ticket could maybe unlock that last socket. So if that's the case, then it's kind of forcing you into paying to win. But let's say you can get those tickets for free in the game.
Free, yeah.
Let's just say that's kind of best case scenario. It seems like, right? Let's say you can get these great success scrolls.
That's probably gonna be the scenario.
Socket tickets in the game for free. Well, then that's nice, right?
Well, yeah, that's probably the case.
But at the same time, no, it isn't, because then progression is so easy. I mean, it kind of depends on how you get the socket. But that's where the balance comes in. If you make the tickets, like if you make it so that the tickets are just purchasable like that, then people are going to complain if it's way too difficult to get them the free to play way.
Okay, so I hear you. I hear what you're saying. Okay, I hear what you're saying. I can understand where your concerns are coming from, but we're not actually like I don't hear him talking about percentages when it comes to like actual weapon rarity. You know what I'm saying? Because when it comes down to it, like PSO2, okay? So when you get a certain weapon, like its in-game weapon, like it's like an exotic, it's red or something like that, compared to like a green weapon, there's a difference when it comes down to what you can put into it. Like when you get a red weapon, you damn near need to have that ticket or percentage booster, because if you don't, the odds of you actually getting a successful boost are pretty slim, because the weapon's higher, so it requires a bit more. You have to kind of get lucky. It's RNG, you know what I'm saying? And again, we don't know how RNG really works like completely with this, but I will say that his concerns are valid. It makes sense. But it's like, this is nothing new. And maybe he's just worried because he doesn't want to see it end up like this in this game. And maybe he's just like, it's going to get repetitive. It's going to get boring. It's bland. It's too easy. It's, pay to win. But if it's pay to win, then what's the point if we're getting free? Because then like, what are you marketing to? I don't really, I'm at a loss. And it's probably because I'm tired, because I've been up for 14 hours. I don't know. I could just be stupid.
But then if they're easy to get the free to play way, then what the hell?
Wait, whoa. You will. It's gonna be like PSO2 New Genesis. That's what I'm talking about. You get surplus of this stuff. Yeah, exactly. Free to play. Exactly. Okay, look, this comment. I don't know who this guy is, but he just helped me a lot. I don't know who this guy is over here, but in this comment he says, You will. It's gonna be like PSO2 New Genesis. You get a surplus of this stuff as free to play. That's what I'm talking about. So I played I kind of still do play, not really anymore though, because I already finished all the campaign content. There's nothing left to do. But I played Fantasy Star New Genesis, Fantasy Star 2, and I can tell you right now that as a free to play player, which I pretty much was, honestly, because it's so easy to play for free because there's a player market where people will sell stuff for in-game currency that you get from playing the game. When it really came down to slots and stuff like this, or boost, as a free to play player, I was getting like so much of this stuff. Like I really never ran out until like I started farming for like stronger weapons, you know? So that kind of, if it's gonna be like PSO2, that's kind of why I'm trying to make a comparison to. Like PSO2 did a good job with it because it's free to play, it's easy to access. But at the same time, if you really wanted to go out and buy it, you could, but you never really needed to, because just playing the game and leveling, especially towards end game, when I'm in end game, half the stuff that I have, half the boosters that I have, half the plugs that I have, like it's not exactly what I want, right? It's not the best, so I keep grinding because I'm in end game. I already have a lot of this easy stuff that I could put in, this green stuff, but I need the red stuff, you know? So it's like this plug right now. This is what he's talking about mainly. He's talking about the plugs, right? This is a 2-star plug, okay? And I understand that, you know, rolling, re-rolling, it can be annoying, whatever, and you can buy plugs, but where is it that you can buy 5-star plugs? Because this is what I'm trying to like get at here, is that if I can buy 5-star plugs, I'm gonna put 5-star plugs in everything, right? But why would I waste a 5-star plug on a gray weapon, right? So now let's like dive in a bit deeper. So we're heading towards end game, which we'll say end game is like level 60. We're like level 55, okay? And I have a really good weapon for my Aegis Fighter class. It's really good. It's like around my level, and I have a really decent roll on it. And I have some plugs, but my plugs aren't necessarily the best, okay? And I have an option to maybe buy a plug. We actually don't know if that's for sure yet. We don't know if we're gonna be able to like, and okay, we know it might be for sure, but we don't know if it's like for sure going to be like an OP plug. Like, oh my God, I have a 5-star plug. Oh my God. Like, we don't know, you know? But say I had this opportunity to buy said plug it in. Okay, that's 1 out of the 4 to 5 plugs I just put in my weapon. Now what? What's the problem now? Because at the end of the day, I still had to grind for that weapon. I didn't. You can't just buy weapons. You can't just pay to win your way to the weapons. You got to grind for the weapons. I grinded for the weapons. I crafted the weapon. I grinded for most of the plugs. And maybe when I was like level 25, I came across this 5-star plug, and I was like, oh my God, I know I got to save this. So I have another 5-star plug, and I plugged that one in. So now I'm looking at my weapon. I have 2 5-star plugs. One I bought, one I actually grinded for, and maybe a 3 and a 2 or a 4 in there. What's the problem? What's the problem? Because at the end of the day, I played the game. I grinded for the weapon. I got free to play plugs, and the success rates was technically pretty good because I had the free to play boosters. And maybe I bought a few boosters, you know, maybe I bought a few tickets, but what's the big deal? That's what I don't understand. Like what's wrong?
Itemization in this game. Where's the challenge in actually upgrading your gear? We haven't talked about the plugins yet.
Challenge.
Okay. You see, does that make sense? So let's say you could get all these tickets for free. Reasonably easier. Then all of a sudden the value of having four sockets in your gear with a high affix, it's fucking easy. You're gonna get it like that, right? It's gonna be super easy. So now the itemization and progressing your character and getting geared becomes extremely boring. But then, you know, if you make it difficult to get, then well, now it's pay to win because I could just buy it and get it like that. And then I'm running into the same problem again because I could buy it. Now I still have nothing to do. So that in itself to me is like, it's very concerning.
Okay.
So maybe you're thinking, well, yeah, that's just one part of it, Kenny.
Okay, so he's concerned. I understand. I hear him now. He's concerned. Okay, but what he just said, it's like very contradicting. Like it's like, because one, he says, here, let me go back really quick, just really quick.
Probably easier. Then all of a sudden the value
He's
of
talking about
having
how easy it
four
is.
sockets in your gear with a high affix, it's fucking easy. You're gonna get it
easy.
like that, right? It's gonna be super easy. So now the itemization and progressing your character and getting geared becomes extremely boring. But then, you know, if you make it difficult to get, then, well, now it's pay to win because...
So, if it's easy, that's a problem. But when it's hard, it's pay to win and it's a problem. So clearly what the devs are gonna do is have to find a middle ground and everybody's happy. Correct? Bro, I don't understand. Like, I don't understand. I have to be, bro, I'm so stupid. I don't understand. It's flying over my head. Like, bro, let me go back again. I'm sorry, guys. I don't understand.
Socket tickets in the game for free. Well, then that's nice, right? Well, yeah, it is. But at the same time, no, it isn't. Because then progression is so easy. I mean, it kind of depends on how you get the socket. But that's where the balance comes in. If you make the tickets, like if you make it so that the tickets are just purchasable like that, then people are going to complain if it's way too difficult to get them the free to play way. But then if it's easy to get if they're easy to get the free to play way, then what the hell is the itemization in this game? Where's the challenge in actually upgrading your gear? We haven't talked about the plugins yet. Okay? You see, does that make sense? So let's say you could get all these tickets for free, reasonably easier. Then all of a sudden the value of having four sockets in your gear with a high affix, it's fucking easy. You're gonna get it like that, right? It's gonna be super easy. So now the itemization and progressing your character and getting geared becomes extremely boring. But then, you know, if you make it difficult to get, then, well, now it's pay to win because I could just buy it and get it like that, and then I'm running into the same problem again because I could buy it. Now I still have nothing to do. So that in itself, to me, is like, it's very concerning. So maybe you're thinking, well, yeah, that's just one part of it, Kenny. Well, it's 50% of it, actually. Well, it's 33% of it. We already talked about the Imagines, how easy that shit is. There's literally nothing to the Imagines other than just unlocking the recipe and crafting it. There's nothing there. Okay, that's it. You get,
bro, what? Bro. All right, so let's go back and let's talk about this. So when he was talking about the Imagines, he's talking about these 5 plus these 2, 7 in total. What he was saying was that it's so simple. You get the recipe, then you craft it. But he's not saying the steps correctly, okay? You get the recipe, you find the goddamn Imagine material that you need by killing, looting, running around, then you craft it. It's like he's completely missing the whole entire, you play the game, then you craft it, right? And then he's like, this is like a big part, like, you know, it's like 30%, and Imagine it's like the other 40%. Well, that's not really the case, because you kind of didn't really talk about the whole entire like class, skill, level / alt level that has so much to do with your whole entire combat, character, DPS, everything. So it's just like, I'm finding it a bit confusing. And then he touched on he touched on these, right? And this part hurts me because I really love the fact that I have 2 Imagines I can summon that can help me in situations. I love that. That's so cool. It's so unique, right? But he kind of made it seem like it wasn't much. He kind of just
lacklusterly glossed over it. Are we not gonna, are we gonna act like we can't go out there, kill a fucking dragon, repeat the process, then craft the fucking dragon and use it? Are we going to act like level 2 and 5 are really making a big difference? Or are we gonna act like that's anything? No! No! So when we come over here to him talking about all of this,
where the balance comes in. If you make the tickets, like if you make it so that,
oh, well, if it's free, well, it's so easy. But if I have to pay, it's pay to win. What the fuck are you talking about? Oh, the Imagines, well, they're not really doing much. It's just like 5 things that literally boost my fucking stats, and I have no armor besides that because it's all fucking cosmetic. So in reality, my fucking gear level, my skills on top of the Imagines and the ulti that I had to use, well, they're not really a big part of the whole entire thing, because at the end of the day, it's all up to the rolls that I have to make. Well, it's really up to if I just have enough money to spend for the plot. What the fuck are you talking about? And I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry, you know? Like, I don't want to seem like an idiot. I might have lost my patience. I'm 15 hours into a stream right now, but I am at a loss because it's not making sense. It's not adding up. He played the game. And he came to this conclusion. Now, I'm going to let this video finish. And we're going to see what his solution is. And I promise you, if it is not like the absolute, like, God is literally dropping it into my hands, like the solution is there in front of my face. If there's no real, like, this is what's going to happen, hopefully this is what happens to combat this issue, then I don't know. Because this issue is an issue that he is creating. It's not real. Because in my opinion, he is not experienced. He is clearly not experienced what the true repetitive grind, the effort there really is in this game. What it's really gonna take. And hey, I'm not shitting on him. He's a real MMO guy. He does this. Okay, he does this. But when you're just talking about mechanics and the only thing you have to show for it are level 1 skills, I don't know. I don't know. But let's let it go. Let's let it go. I probably lost my train of thought anyways. Whatever, bro.
you have the sockets and the plugins.
I'm just an idiot.
Okay, so let's talk about the plugins.
I don't know
so
shit.
The plugins, they come from a rating of 1 to 5.
Christ, bro.
And from my understanding, you can buy reroll tickets for your plugins as well.
Jesus fucking Christ.
So the same issue is there. If I could buy it, then it better be easily obtainable for free to play. But then if it's easily obtainable for free to play, it's like, how boring is that? You see why I'm using the word lackluster for the itemization in this game? Like, forget about the pay to win elements. Let's just forget about the pay to win and the grind, how easy or how difficult it is.
Oh my God. Forget about the pay to win. Forget about the grind. That's the whole video. That's the whole video. What?
What you have is you have sockets. You have sockets for your weapon only, and you have gems for your weapon and weapon only. And then you have your Imagines, which are essentially just 5 passive accessories that you get by crafting, by farming mobs, by doing your adventure board and unlocking the recipes there, right? For the most part. That's the itemization in Blue Protocol. And for like a AAA MMORPG that I want to have that I want to play in the long term, like that's really boring for me. That this all depends on how complex the Imagines weapons can be and how impactful it feels. You're right, Chi. You're absolutely right. Which is why I'm saying I'm concerned, and I'm not saying that this game is dead in the water because of this. I'm concerned because we do have a preview as to how it works, right? We do have this. Like, this
I'm
isn't
concerned.
Coming from a complete blind perspective.
Yeah.
There's a little build varieties. For example, let's say you're equipping like a.
I'm concerned. You know what? I will give him props at that because he's not like MMO Byte. Okay, he's not like MMO Byte who went from saying this game will be dead on arrival. He's saying I'm concerned. This is a problem that I am worried about. And I like the fact that he's talking about, I'm like that means he's interested. He's pretty much saying I'm interested in playing this game for a long time. This game could be a game that I stream and make content on for a long time. And I'm concerned that this problem that I see right now could lead to me not wanting to do that. But and I'm not even gonna say but what. All
level
right.
15 Imagine. There's like a level 15 Imagine that gives you a little bit more build variety. That prioritizes a few more stats here versus this level 15 Imagine. They give you a little bit of a different stat. So I feel like that's where the build diversity is going to be. So essentially it's going to be like, when this game launches, it's going to be like, Aegis Fighter tank roll, you want to target these Imagines for your build. But like that's the extent of it, right? That is what it is. And there's no indicator that there's going to be more to the itemization of this game than what we're already seeing. There could be. Maybe you can do things to the Imagines in the late game. Maybe there's more to the weapons than just the plugs and the sockets. Maybe. And to be perfectly honest, I think there is a pretty decent chance that they will continue to add progression. Like Lost Ark, Lost Ark. You have the elixirs now that affect your character's power. So I'm sure they'll add more things on top of this. For me personally, and I know for a fact for a lot of people that play MMORPGs for the purpose of progression, they're gonna find the itemization in this game extremely lackluster if the game were to release like this. Anyways, that's my take on this, guys. Maybe we cut that up, upload it to YouTube, get that word out a little bit.
So I'm just like, man, Neo, please, because I'm about to explode, bro. Neo, no, Bubba, bed, Bubba, go to bed, Bubba, bed. Come on, go. Want a treat, Bubba? Go to bed. Nope, that's not bed. Go to the couch. Hey, you want that? Get it. Okay, so really quick, because it's just like I hear you. Hey, listen, KANON, I hear you, man. I like you. I like you, KANON. You're not MMO Byte. I like you. All right, but I just like I don't understand because for some reason, like maybe I missed it. Hold on, let me go back. Because like I just didn't hear a solution. I just didn't hear a solution.
That prioritizes a few more stats here versus this level 15 Imagine. They give you a little bit of a different stat. So I feel like that's where the build diversity is going to be. So essentially it's going to be like,
did anyone hear a solution?
It's going to be like, Aegis Fighter.
Did I miss a solution? Yeah,
you want to target these Imagines for your build, but like that's
I might have been talking. That's why I might have been talking.
And there's no indicator that there's going to be more to the itemization of this game than what we're already seeing. There could be. Maybe you can do things to the Imagines in the late game. Maybe there's more to the weapons than just the plugs and the sockets. Maybe. And to be perfectly honest, I think there is a pretty decent chance that they will continue to add progression. Like Lost Ark. Lost Ark, you have the elixirs now that affect your character's power. So I'm sure they'll add more things on top of this. For me personally, and I know for a fact for a lot of people that play MMORPGs for the purpose of progression, they're gonna find the itemization in this game extremely lackluster if the game were to release lackluster. Like this. Anyways, that's my take on this, guys.
Wait, what? No,
maybe
wait,
we
what?
cut that up, upload it to YouTube, get that.
is the solution. I understand that you have concerns, but regularly when someone has a concern, they're trying to voice or find a solution for the concern. I broke my fucking arm. Solution, I'm going to the hospital. So you can't make this huge problem. Cause like, listen, I've had my fair share of like people having concerns with Blue Protocol. I understand. And I don't want to come off as a guy who's like, oh my God, just shut the fuck up, whatever. Cause like people probably saying that about me, right? But it's like this. If I'm gonna bring something up and I have a concern, if I have a concern and I feel that I need to voice that concern, okay? I'm gonna make sure that I've at least realized or come to the realization or have some type of like research done that I know that this concern can be justified. And he justifies it, but it contradicts itself because halfway through the video he says, but honestly, just throw the pay to win and throw the grind aside. That's your whole concern. That was the whole concern. Let me read the title, bro. I might have not read the why is no one talking about this? I want to preference this video as providing some additional context. What you're about to view in this VOD from live stream, subject, concerns with Blue Protocol came up. After playing the beta test for 40 hours last week, I had only one other major concern outside of the drop rates, and I'm really surprised that no one else is actually talking about this. I'm posting this video to shed some awareness on this issue in hopes that we will have a better, more improved version of Blue Protocol. This game is this is a game I'm super excited about and I'm super hopeful for. This is precisely the reason I feel it's even more important to be critical about this game, especially pre-release where changes can actually be made. God, dude. My level 15 weapon has no death in progression equals there's no death in the end game? Huh? Bro. And here's the thing. I actually watched KANON play this. I actually watched KANON play Blue Protocol. Okay. And it seemed like to me he was enjoying the game. It seemed like maybe the gathering was a bit tedious, but it seemed like he was enjoying the game. And he didn't really voice this immediately. Okay. But it's like, bro, when it comes down to it, I feel like everyone probably is going to think about this problem, right? Everyone's going to think, well, what if it's pay to win? Or everyone's going to think of one side of his concern. One side is, well, if it's pay to win, everyone's just going to buy the plugs and like get the roll chances and stuff like that. And it's just going to be like, who cares, right? But if it's not pay to win and everyone's getting it for free, then what's the point of like buying it, right? So like, if we're all on one side, how can you? I just don't understand, bro. I can't. I don't have a take on this other than it just sounds stupid. I'm sorry. It's just it sounds stupid. I'm sorry. And I know people are probably gonna be like, oh, well, you sound stupid. I probably do. I've been up for 15 hours, but this sounds fucking stupid. Okay. Sorry. And you know, I'm probably going to get destroyed about it, but I'm sorry. I don't know. All in all, it's a video. It's a video. I don't understand. It's a video, you know? And Asmon Gold reacted to this. So now I think I might want to go watch Asmon Gold's actual full reaction whenever that comes out. I know he reacted to it on stream. Because I feel like my brain is just not able to comprehend what's really going on in this video. You know, I might just be a little bit, you know, I don't know. I don't see it. It's a video, man. Thank you for watching my video, guys. Make sure to like and sub, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bro, what the fuck did I just watch? What the fuck did I just watch? Like, this is the shit that I hate. This is the shit that pisses me off. Okay? This is the shit that pisses me off. Because it's like, listen, I understand. As a content creator, you need your clicks. As a content creator, you need your views. You need to stay relevant. You need to post stuff that is relevant. People are actually going to want to watch. I did not want to watch this. Within just about 3 minutes to 4 minutes of the video, I'm already like, what the fuck are you talking about? And he played the game. He played the game. Oh my God, bro. Like it's just like they'll post anything. They'll post anything. And I feel like an argument that could be made is like, oh yeah, well, again, this is just a video about my concerns. No one said that was going to be a solution, right? Bro, when I make a video, when I get ready to post something on YouTube, when I get ready to talk about concerns that I have on anything, especially something that I care about deeply, like Blue Protocol, which I really don't have any concerns about, to be honest, other than maybe them nerfing the jiggle effect, is I'm gonna make sure that it's legit. I'm gonna have to make sure it's legit. I'm sorry, but I just did not feel that legitness. I just did not feel the urgency. I didn't watch this and say, oh my God, this is a problem. This could really affect the game. Comparing that to Lofty's video is night and day. Bro, took the words out of my mouth. I should have said that. And I honestly, I feel like if you watch the reaction that I just had to this video compared to the reaction that I had in Lofty's video, that shit's gonna be night and day. That shit's gonna be night and day. Because not once while watching this did I even nod my head. Did I even say, No, there was no, There was only, oh my God, what are you saying, bro? Oh, get this out of my face. Get this shit out of my face. Oh my God. Bro, I got a bad taste in my mouth, bro. Oh, God, bro. Like, oh my God. So bad. Oh, it was so bad. It was so bad. Oh, it was so bad. It was so bad. It was so bad. It was so bad. It was so fucking bad. Oh my God. Oh my God. It was so bad. Oh, it was so bad. Oh, it